What's up, heroes? In this video, I'm going to share with you probably the number one roadblock that might be getting in your way and preventing you from hitting any goal, keeping you stuck at a certain level. Maybe you've hit a ceiling, whether that's in your finances, in your fitness, in your relationships. You've hit a barrier that you either call it the upper limit that you can't quite surpass or break through. Here's why. And it all comes down to this mindset of connected decisions. Now, let me explain a little bit about what connected decisions are. Oftentimes in the moment, we're faced with a decision and there's no real immediate impact of that decision. Let's say, I'm at the lunch table and I have a choice of cake or broccoli. In that moment, if I choose cake, there's no immediate consequence for me to have cake over broccoli. It won't show up for me today. It won't show up for me tomorrow. It won't resonate in me being fat and unhealthy, in the next day or two. In that moment, I just have cake and I enjoy it. And so we get this impression that our little micro decisions don't really matter that much. It's okay. It's okay if I do this. It's just cake right now. Tomorrow I'll go back to eating broccoli. But all of our decisions are not isolated. Me making this decision for cake right now it's not just that one decision. There's this interconnectedness of our decisions. That one decision is not just about that decision, but it's more about our identity. And so it actually is connected to every decision we make. The fact that I ate cake at lunch now plays a role into my decisions at work of who I am, at how I'm showing up at work. Am I a cake kind of person in my business? Or am I a staunch, disciplined broccoli kind of person in my business? Am I a cake kind of person in my relationships? It really doesn't matter. I can just lay on the couch. I don't really have to spend time with my kids. Or am I a staunch broccoli intentional kind of person in my relationships? I know this is kind of a weird example, but who you are to make that one micro decision plays a role in who you are to make all of your decisions. Every decision is connected. And when you can think of it that way, showing up and making the right call in this micro decision means that you show up and make the right call in every decision. I'll give you a little example. I used to go for a run I go for a run every day. And on my run there, you're running the streets and there are a couple routes I'll take where I'm coming up to a corner and I'm about to make a right-hand turn. So before I get to the end of the corner, I'll cross the street and kind of make a little diagonal, like shortcut, and just go straight and make my turn without going all the way to the end of the corner, making a right hand, making a sharp right, and then continuing the path. I would shortcut it. And I didn't think anything of it. I'll do that a couple of times on my route. So literally it may cut less than, 100 feet, or 200 feet total off of my 3-mile run. So what difference does it make if I make this little shortcut? And then I started recognizing, what does that say about me as a person? The fact that I take these little diagonal shortcuts all throughout my run, it's not about me being able to shave a total of 20 seconds off of my run, but am I a person who takes shortcuts in life? The fact that I shave off those 20 seconds on my run, do I make shortcuts in my business? Do I try to shave off in the quality of the service that I deliver to my clients? Do I cut corners in how I handle my financing and my budgeting? Where are those shortcuts showing up for me every decision I make in everywhere in my life? And so when you recognize that, now I don't shortcut. I run all the way to the end of the block. I touch the stop sign and then I make my right-hand turn. I don't cross the street anymore. I don't shave off those 20 seconds. It sounds minute, but now that mindset plays a role in everything else I do. When I'm having dinner, I don't shortcut the process. I don't shortcut and try to get something quick and convenient from the fast food market. Now I make time. I go to the grocery store. I get the broccoli to bring it back home to the first example. I get the broccoli. I get the chicken. I go home. I make rice. I don't shortcut dinner with my family. I don't shortcut our health. I don't shortcut in my finances. The fact is now, the fact I run all the way to the edge of the block and I touch the stop sign means that everything I do in life, I do it with discipline. Every decision I make is connected, whether that's I'm out for a run or if I'm handling my business, I do it with discipline. You have to recognize that everything you do is connected. Every decision you make is connected. How you show up in your decisions in this moment defines who you are and how you make this show up in your decisions in every moment. If you're stuck right now, it's because you don't recognize that even in those small moments, even when nobody's looking, how you show up and make the call there is showing up for you everywhere else in your life. Take a moment to reflect on that. And if you want some help, click there should be a link where you can click a button and you can sign up for a clarity session with me, and I'll kind of walk you through and we'll diagnose and dissect where this might be showing up for you, where are some of your roadblocks right now, and then I'll give you some tricks on how you can overcome those roadblocks so that you can finally break through any ceiling or barrier that you're facing right now. So click a link below. This is a 100% free session where we can talk about how do you maximize where you are right now. All right, heroes, I'll see you in the next video.